Yo, what is going on, you guys? Repping the 407 here, bringing you a brand new video. And in today's video, as you see in the thumbnail, in the title, we are going to be talking about Mutsquads. I have not gotten much into Mutsquads talking about it, so I decided today would be a perfect day. I want to inform you what I know from personally playing it and talking to some of the devs about it. So if you don't know already what Mut Quads is, Mut Quad is a 3-on-3 online gameplay where you get 2 of your friends face against 3 other people and go head to head. So they had something similar to this in previous years where you play 3-on-3, but instead of Mut, it's regular teams only, which some people prefer over Mut, but personally I believe Mut is way better, because there's a whole variety of different players from different eras. You don't only have to use the players from that one team. You could use people from different teams, and you could use legends and flashbacks, which it makes it so much diverse, and you could do many different things with this team. So I feel like it's better than team play, because team play you only had to use that team's player. But at the same time, I could see why people are mad, because some people do not play Mut at all for various reasons. So they would rather play with regular teams instead of playing with a Mut squad, and they have an all bronze squad or a crappy squad compared to other people who have like a 99 overall team. So I could see the standpoint by that. But me personally, since I do play Mut, I like the standpoint of Mut squads and using a Mut team. But I am going to be talking about basic infos and also some info that not many people know and might be something new to you that you didn't know. So let's get straight into it. So if you didn't know already, there is 3 different type of roles in the Mut Squads. The first role is offensive captain, the second role is defensive captain, and the third role is head coach. So we are starting off with the offense captain. What they do is they bring their offense and special teams from their own Mut team. They also bring their own offensive playbooks, and they make all the calls and all the audibles on offense. When on offense, they could only control the QB, which I personally don't like. I don't know why they could only control the QB, but that's the only player they can control. They should fix that, but I don't know what they're going to do about that. So let's say, for example, that you are the offense captain. You are going to be using the quarterback, and let's say your 2 other friends are wide receivers. But if you're running a run play, you will switch to the running back. Since there's no one using the running back, you will switch to the running back. And same thing for wide receivers. If you throw it to a wide receiver that is not being used, you will be that wide receiver. So it's like a normal online game that if you throw it to the player, you are going to be using it after the catch or after they start running. And when the offense captain is on defense, they could use any of the 11 players on the field, unlike on offense where they can't use anybody but the quarterback. But now let's get on to the defense. So the defense is pretty much the opposite of the offense captain. The defense brings their defensive players from their Mut team, obviously, their defensive playbook, and they make the audible calls for their defense. So it's pretty much that's all they get to control. The offense is what has the most power because they only get to control the QB, but the defense can control any 11 players that are on the field on defense at the time. But now let's get on to the head coach. So the head coach brings the head coach, the stadiums, and the uniforms. They also are control of the timeouts, so they are the people who are going to be calling the timeouts. And they can use any 10 players except the quarterback on offense, and they can use any 11 players on defense. But let's get into some info you guys might not know. So one of the big things coming to Mut Squad is going to be that wide receiver and defensive back matchup. As you see in the newest trailer that came out, there is new mechanics for those 2 positions, and it's going to be a little bit trickier to get past a defensive back if you are a wide receiver. So I personally do not know much about the new mechanics because I do not use the defensive back as much because I suck at it. But from the blog that I read, there is going to be different ways to get past a defensive back or how the defensive back can lock up the wide receiver. So it is going to be a new way to actually play with the defensive back and have a nice little matchup, and you can see what they're doing to try to stop them or get past by that defensive back. So it's going to be an interesting thing coming to Mut Squad between those 2 players. So one thing that is going to be returning to Mut and is going to be in Mut Squad is chemistry. So Just like Madden 17, I do not know if it's going to be the same thing or if it's going to go similar to Madden 16 or it's going to be something completely new. But you are going to have chemistries for your players, for your head coach, uniforms, stadiums, defense, all that. So you will have to talk to your teammates to line up a chemistry to help each other out and get a better team together. And that's probably going to be a huge thing in Mut Squads. Something players can also do is, for example, let's say you are the offense captain, but the defense captain does not have a middle linebacker and you have a middle linebacker to help him. So you can trade that player and give it to the defense captain so it is on your Mut Squads and makes your team way better. So what the guys at EA did this year is if you pull a player, if you buy him from an auction or if you get him from a solo, he will be auctionable. But as soon as you trade him, the person who received that player will not be able to auction him at all. They are doing this hopefully to prevent scammers, so they will not be able to sell that player at all. So that will be a win situation that you will not get scammed. Well, hopefully you won't get scammed, but you won't get scammed like that because they will not be able to auction the players after it has been traded. So the people who do giveaways on Twitter or on their YouTube channel, when you give away a player, the player they receive will not be able to be sold. So they will have to keep that player for the remainder of Mut or quick sell him. So just like Mut or Draft Champions, you will be able to see the player's top 3 at the beginning of the game. And just like Mut or Draft Champions, like you see at the top right of the gameplay, you will see the players' names. You'll see all 3 players' names from your team and from the other team on both sides. So on the top left and top right, you will see all 6 players that are playing in the same game at one time. So that is all that is coming to mind right now. If you have more questions about Mut Squads and I know the answers, just leave some comments down below and I'll answer them. Or go to my Twitter and DM me or just message me on Twitter and I'll definitely reply. I reply to almost everything. So that's pretty much all for Mut Squads. I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Will be posting more Madden like info that you guys want to know. Some little things that I know that I have not talked about yet. So just stay tuned for that. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe like always. I will be posting more videos soon. But till next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace out.